Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, this is how the Russians are waiting for the F-16s, and that is by blowing up the Ukrainian airfields. That's for a starter. I covered how should I put it, viability of the F-16s in Ukraine in a previous video from an American expert, not from a Russian expert, stating that those F-16s are kind of like need a lot of maintenance, including a longer airfield. The airfield must be very clean, like blown every morning, so they can fly. And supposedly that's a war weapon, war machine. Anyway, I think it's just funny, not. But hey, let's go and see what the Russians are saying about waiting for the F-16s to appear. So, Russian forces strike at Ukrainian airfields, plural, Minister of Defense, per Sputnik today, the 28th of May, today the 28th of May, 2023. I hope that's not an airfield right there. Okay, it might look like that though. So the Russian military has launched missiles at Ukrainian airfields and hit command posts and aviation equipment, the defense ministry said on Monday. And I'm quoting, last night the Russian armed forces launched a group strike with long-range precision air-launched weapons against enemy targets at airfields. The purpose of the strikes was achieved, end quote, the ministry said, adding that the command post, radar post, aviation equipment and weapon storage facilities were targeted. Alright, the ministry added that Ukraine lost 145 soldiers in the Donetsk direction in past day. We don't care about that one. So let's see. Russia today. Ukrainian airfields hit by Russian strikes. Moscow. Precision attack. Let's see if they tell us where. The exact targets of the extent of the damage was not disclosed. President Zelensky said on Sunday evening that Russia had launched one of its largest drone attacks to date. Ukrainian media reported explosions across the country, although Kiev claimed that almost all of the drones have been shot down. That's a different subject. Officials in Ukraine's western Khmelnytsky region said on Monday that a military target had been hit in a Russian attack. The authorities described the site as a, and I'm quoting, facility rather than an airfield, but said at least 5 aircraft had been disabled, adding that the runway required repairs as a result of the strike. They also said other, and I'm quoting, objects in the area had been hit. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that several major Ukrainian ammunition depots and military equipment storage sites had been struck close to the front line in the Lugansk, Donetsk People's Republics as well as Kherson region. So, it seems like these guys are trying to, and I have one more here, destroy the capability, the airfield, flight capabilities. By destroying the airfields, obviously those F-16s have to take off from Poland. So, Agence France Presse, Russia said Monday that its armed forces had hit Ukrainian airfields and destroyed, quote-unquote, all its targets, after Kiev said a military facility had been struck in western Ukraine. So, it says the Russians' long-range, precision-guided air-launched weapons against enemy targets on airfields, adding that all the assigned targets have been destroyed. Well, so this is what is going on over there. Now, do you think that all of them were hit? Probably not, but Russians say so, as Ukrainians say, we destroyed all the Iskanders coming and the Kinzhals and the Kalibr cruise missiles. So, if these guys lie, why not the other ones? The point is, I think that's a good idea coming from the Russians in order to prevent the F-16s at least to start taking off. And then, I don't know how they will be transported. They will be flown into Ukraine, I'm guessing. So, well, if they fly into Ukraine, they have to land somewhere. And after they land, which I think the landing needs a shorter distance, and definitely Also, the F-16 has a little problem with very tarded, how to call it, landing gear. It seems like it has like chicken legs. So when it lands, if the surface is not like, diamond straight, it's gonna be, I don't know, rolling over a Red Rover. I mean, what kind of weapon that is. If it's like this in all these things, I wonder how it's in the air. But hey, we know it is the fantastic F-16, built in 1976, I think. Designed. And I think its maiden flight was in 1979. Yes, 78, my bad. 78. I know. Upgrades, updates, all this. Yeah, it's perfect. It's the best. Nevertheless, it needs like 50 miles to take off. Anyway, maybe they're gonna make it to land on, I don't know, maybe hydroplane. I'm gonna create just like that. It's easier. You don't have to clean anything. So anyway, this is it with this little piece of news. I got a lot of news this evening. As you can tell, I'm back home in my milieu. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.